Hello everybody, it's Brent Ryan back again for another video for you guys. You'll notice today I've got a brand new t-shirt. I got this a couple weeks ago. My wife and I were vacationing out at Big Bend in West Texas, and this is a Terlingua t-shirt. And I've been talking to a lot of music buddies who said, man, you really got to go check out the town of Terlingua. And so I was like, well, we're going to be in the area. We ought to roll by there and see what Terlingua is all about. I was expecting it to be kind of a cool happening place, and I guess it kind of reminds me of Lukenbach. It's actually a ghost town for those of you who've never been there, and there's only about 3 real buildings that are active in the town. But it was a really cool place, and we got some dinner there. There's a lot of neat people that come through, and if you don't know, they do a huge international chili cook-off there every year where they bring in some good music and just have a big chili party. And so it was a cool place to see. But about 2 years ago, my wife and I went out to Big Bend for the first time. I had never been before, even though I grew up here in Texas. And we were camping there at Big Bend, and there was a hiking trail that just went, it was about a quarter mile, kind of wound down through some trees and wound up right in the Rio Grande River. And we took that little hiking trail down to the Rio Grande, and I don't think I'd ever actually touched the Rio Grande River or seen it up close and personal like that. And we got in the water, we kicked off our shoes and got in the water and sat down on the rocks right in the middle of the water there. And that kind of surprised me because for some reason in my mind, I just imagined that there was going to be somebody who would keep you from getting in the water or crossing over or something, and there was nothing there. We could have just walked right over and wandered around in Mexico and walked right back, and I don't think anything would have stopped us. So it was just kind of a neat experience. And while I was sitting there in the water, I thought up the idea for this song and came home. About 2 weeks later, I went ahead and sat down and put together the story behind it. And there was a lot of different inspirations to the story. This is not a particular specific true story, but I've had the privilege of working with a lot of guys at different jobs in my life who had been born down in Mexico and come up here working in the United States, and they tell me stories about their families, and I always found them to be interesting characters. And I'm really intrigued by sort of the Mexican-American culture, studied a little bit of it in college, and have known lots of folks that had neat stories about coming in here to the United States. And I don't know, the story in this song just was one that I think is probably true for some folks. I don't know anybody specifically, but I wanted to just tell the story. And it's kind of a neat song in that it spans an entire lifetime. It's not just a little moment, but it spans a character's lifetime all the way from childhood up into adulthood, when the character of this song has children himself. And so I hope you enjoy the song. It's called Waters of the Rio Grande. It is on my record Cinnamon Pass that I released in 2017, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. So all right, here we go. I'm going to play it for you now. First thing I remember hearing was the sound of my baby sister crying right next to me. She was still too young to see. Daddy told Mama he was thinking about leaving, heading for the border to try to make a living. I was scared, wondering if he cared. I was only 12, but I was working my way, heading to the field to harvest those crops every single day. I never felt poor, but we barely ate on weeks when the hours at the factory key. Daddy at home, he'd go off drinking alone. Last time I saw him, he headed out the door with a plan for the river, tired of being poor on a full moon. Said he'd ride real soon. 3 weeks later we got a letter with news. Been working on a crew, framing up houses, making more than he could use. Run away, running to make his way. Gotta press his way through water, rock and sand. Run away, running his life away, hoping for new life born into a new land. Running running for life through the waters of the Rio Grande. When I turned 18, then I met a girl, darkest brown eyes in the whole wide world. We were in love, seemed like more than enough. When the baby was born, then the food on the table started looking smaller, and I was barely able to bring enough home to feed that angel alone. I started thinking of darker ways through. She had an uncle in the orchard of Georgia with plenty of work for two. Run away, running to make my way. Gotta press my way through water, rock, and sand. Run away, running my life away. Hoping for new life, born into a new land. Running for life through the waters of the Rio Grande. Well, it's been 10 years since I saw my baby. I feel older and she's a little lady. That's how it seems in my memories and dreams. All the skies in the field run off on the morning when the cop showed up asking the boss for the papers of his crew. He had only a few. They picked me up just west of the county line. Looks like maybe I'll wind up seeing my family this time. Run away, running my life away. Gotta press my way through water, rock, and sand. Run away, running to make my way. Hoping for new life, born into a new land. Running for life through the waters of the Rio Grande. Thank you so much, y'all. That was the song Waters of the Rio Grande off of my record Cinnamon Pass. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you enjoyed the story. Please check out my website. You can find me at www.brentryanmusic.com. If you go there, you'll be able to read my blog, you'll be able to see upcoming show dates, and sign up for my newsletter so you can keep in touch about new announcements. And there is an exciting new announcement coming up that I'm going to tease you about and not tell you about just yet. But stay tuned the next couple weeks. I'll have an exciting new announcement for you guys. And also, please check out Spotify, where you can follow me at Brent Ryan. And look up my artist profile there, and you can listen to my record. And any new material that's coming out will be there as well. I certainly love to have you follow me there. Thank you so much for checking in for another video. And I have enjoyed playing this song for you guys, Waters of the Rio Grande. And I will certainly see you guys next week. Have a great week.